Yeah, so they actually did that. This film actually did the thing that we all thought would be funny if this franchise one day amounted to. They actually did that. Hello guys, what is up? My name is Dylan. Welcome to the Popcorn Podcast. I hope you're all doing fantastic. So today we're going to be talking about Fast and Furious 9, or as the official title states, which is quite frankly almost as ridiculous as the film itself, F9 The Fast Saga. This is the 9th film in the main series timeline of the Fast and Furious franchise. I'm not of course counting Hobbs and Shaw, which is a spin-off. It is going to be quite difficult to talk about this film without at least going into mild spoilers. So I'm going to issue a mild spoiler warning for you guys who haven't seen the film yet. I won't be spoiling any major outcomes of the film. I should only be talking about stuff that have been revealed in the trailers. So yeah, a mild spoiler warning. Boy oh boy, where the hell do I start with Fast and Furious 9? I guess let's do a plot synopsis to kick things off. So Dom Toretto and his son along with Letty are living the quiet life, but it's not long before danger comes lurking, and this time that comes in the form of the most skilled assassin and high performance driver encountered thus far, Dom's forsaken brother Jacob. Once again the crew must come together to stop another world-shattering plot, and Dom must confront the sins of his past. Okay, so first things first, I do have to say that I would consider myself a fan of the Fast and Furious franchise. Do I think that they're all amazing films that this guy here would consider real cinema? No. But they are big, dumb, loud, fun, popcorn entertainment, and do occasionally offer great action sequences until a character, flies like Superman or walks on water like Jesus or whatever. Since this is one of the biggest film franchises on the planet, these movies have only gotten bigger, bolder, more destructive, more absurd. However, they have, to an extent, always been within the confines of reality. And I know a lot of you will probably disagree with me and beg to differ, myself included actually. However, the Fast and Furious films are not technically classified as science fiction. That being said, Fast and Furious 9, man. I don't even know what to say about this film. The film is directed by Justin Lin, who did Tokyo Drift 4, 5, and 6, I believe. And he does a pretty good job, I think. He always has the seemingly impossible task of, making these over-the-top, completely bonkers stories feel somewhat coherent, and I do think he does that again here with Fast 9, even if the writing has lost the plot, for lack of a better phrase. Speaking of the plot, let's talk about it, because, Dom's brother, Jacob, played by John Cena, who ironically has never been mentioned in any of the other films, he's the main villain in this one. And essentially what he's trying to do is he's trying to assemble together this device that has been split into 3 pieces, and when combined, firstly look like a fucking infinity stone, but has the ability to hack any major weapon system on the planet, yada yada yada. Basically your typical bad guy, world-dominating plot here. That's essentially what the main conflict and threat taking place in the film is. That being said, at the very least, I was interested to see the rivalry between the two Toretto brothers, both physically and mentally. And guys, now that I've seen the film, I have to say I was so underwhelmed by this. The film uses flashbacks to show their relationship in the past, and I guess that was good because, it gave more insight into the Toretto family's origins. However, with regards to the actual head-to-head between Vin Diesel and John Cena, there's like one fist fight that takes place in the middle of the film, and it's over in a couple of minutes. And that's pretty much it. The other big plot point that I was actually really interested to see tackled was the return of fan favourite Han, who of course, spoilers for Tokyo Drift, dies. And then a couple of films later is revealed to have been killed by Jason Statham's character. And now somehow he's back. And guys, the way that they explain his return, and the way that they show us how he would have potentially survived that incident is so lazy. It's so lazy and it's so quickly brushed over that you never really have a moment to really, take it in and process it. Having said that, it was great to see Han back. He was always one of my favorite characters in the previous films. In fact, there are a few returning faces in Fast 9, particularly from Tokyo Drift. So if you're a fan of that film, there are several moments here that will probably put a smile on your face. Anyways, back to the plot. Charlize Theron is also in this film. She was, of course, the villain in the previous installment. However, I have to say, in Fast 9, I feel like she was severely underutilized. She features in a couple of scenes here and there. One of which, believe it or not, is a conversation centered around Star Wars. Now, at first, I just thought it was a one-off reference to Star Wars. A character was making a comparison between Luke Skywalker and Darth Vader or whatever. But what started off as a, one-off joke turned into an entire conversation that lasted a couple of minutes. And guys, I was cringing so hard. I mean, I love Star Wars, but literally I was waiting for the scene to end, and it just went on and on and on. And by the time it did end, all I could think about was how much Universal would have paid Disney to write that into the script for this film. I mean, moving on with the absurdities, there are several attempts to create these big dramatic character moments. One scene that sticks out to me like a sore thumb is this moment in the film where Dom essentially has a near-death experience, and he has visions of his past, of his present, and genuinely, guys, it was straight up something out of a Bollywood film. I'm not joking. Like, the previous films in this franchise, more specifically 5, 6, and 7, had, a nice injection of emotion, of heart, but the way that it is attempted here in Fast and Furious 9 just feels so forced. And now, guys, we get to hands down the most ridiculous thing that has ever happened in any of these Fast and Furious films. Wait for it. Fast and Furious in space. Yeah, that's right. I'm not joking, guys. Fast and Furious in space. Now, I've heard this, ongoing joke in the sort of film community about how hilarious it would one day be if this franchise, took the characters into space. And they actually fucking did it. They actually took the characters into space. Tej and Roman, they took them into space. They actually wrote that into the script. Look, when I realized that they were actually going to do that, I think I was actually so shocked that this was actually happening that I completely forgot why they were doing it in the first place. I completely logged out of the film, and I was so baffled that this franchise has actually come from street racing to, space travel. That there's a part of me, look, I'm lost for words. I cannot believe that I'm actually sitting here and filming a serious review, and this franchise has actually gone into space. This is hilarious, man. Honestly, it's hilarious. I actually kind of love it. And the characters themselves, they joke and they express about how they have survived through so much shit, essentially. So many, near-death experiences, so many gravity-defying physics, bending stunts and missions and whatnot. But making your characters meta does not mean that the writing is smart. It's so ludicrous. No pun intended. But, oh my god. I know, I'm sorry, but I know you're not supposed to be taking these films seriously, but come on. There is a limit. I can't believe I'm saying this, but we actually finally have Fast and Furious in space. Just take that in for a second. To all the people there who have actually kind of grown up with these films, who have seen these characters evolve over time, and now we have them doing space travel. This franchise is the best, man. I fucking love this franchise. I still can't grasp how they did this. I'm convinced in the next film they're fucking fighting the Avengers or some shit, because at this point anything is possible. Actually, you know what? They're not gonna fight the Avengers because apparently Universal want to do a shared universe between Fast and Furious and Jurassic World. Why the fuck not? Look, I don't even know how I'm supposed to even review a film like this. Is there even any point? I'll tell you what, let's end on a high. I'll actually talk to you guys about what I actually liked in Fast and Furious 9. The film looks pretty good, I guess. I think it might be one of the best looking films in the franchise. I liked the Tokyo segment that takes place. That was probably my favorite part of the film. That or the London segment, which features Helen Mirren, who is straight up a badass in this film. Like I said before, there are a few returning characters from previous films, which was nice to see. And that's about it, guys. I'm gonna give Fast and Furious 9 a C. Well, guys, those are some of my thoughts on the latest installment in the Fast and Furious saga. Let me know what you thought of the movie down below in the comment section. And of course, if you enjoyed the video, be sure to leave a like. Also, if you are new, consider subscribing to the channel for more reviews, more video essays, and more general film talk. You would be helping me out a lot. Thank you guys so much for checking out this review. I hope you all have an awesome weekend, and I will catch you very soon in the next video.